there's to heartbreak and betrayal, but also to growing from the pain that you've experienced. And the Seven of Pentacles has this steady, nurturing energy, and it's about doing the work. As you can see, there's this person who's standing in their garden, and they're just, diligently working on it. So nice and harmonious and kind of balanced and lovely that will manifest in your life quite fast. So then I pulled 2 cards for advice for the entire month. So here we have the 3 of Swords, which stands for heartbreak, but also it also refers to growing and learning from pain. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, and to me, knights always have this kind of fiery, go-getter, proactive energy, but even kind of reckless and youthful energy in some cases.